Howdy folks, Brother Jim reporting here. How are you? I have some wonderful news. Breaking news, Attorney General Bill Barr defends President Trump in Oval Office. Your declaration of border emergency is clearly authorized. And I'm hearing from sources that the news that Attorney General Bill Barr approved the investigation of Donald Trump, the Trump administration's family, was a false news or fake news that I reported. And so I guess we got messed up on that one, but I'm hearing it. I don't have proof of that yet. It might be that Bill Barr really leads us into a victory. President Trump signed his first presidential veto on Friday, and in the Oval Office, several border angel parents joined President Trump during the signing to kill the congressional bill blocking the president's emergency declaration. Despite the tens of thousands of illegal aliens crossing into America each month, the tons of illegal narcotics and strain on the U.S. economy, Democrats and 12 turncoat Republicans voted to kill the president's emergency declaration. 12 of them. On Friday, Attorney General Bill Barr sided with President Trump. Barr said the president absolutely has the right to declare a national emergency on the southern border there. He says the veto is the right thing to do, and the declaration will hold up in a court of law. Ooh. Mr. President, your declaration of an emergency on the southern border was clearly authorized under the law and consistent with past precedent. The humanitarian and security crisis that we currently have right now on the border is exactly the type of emergency that presidents are permitted to address. Woo! Ann Coulter weighs in, if you may, if you must. I can't stand her because she's a flip-flop with Trump. General Bill Barr on border emergency declaration, but I'm sure constitutional scholars Rand Paul and Lisa Murkowski know better. Why are you posting that, Ann Coulter? And Gateway Pundit, why are you putting that in there? Oh, you're just trying to show us that Ann Coulter is a turncoat herself? Let's hear from Bill Barr.
Thank you. So, Mr. President, your declaration of an emergency on the southern border was clearly authorized under the law and consistent with past precedent. As you said, the National Emergencies Act directly authorizes the president, gives broad discretionary authority to the president to identify and respond to emergent circumstances that require a decisive response. And the humanitarian and security crisis we have on the border right now is exactly the kind of emergency that presidents are permitted to address under the National Emergencies Act. As you alluded to yourself, in the past 40 years, there have been 59 emergencies declared, and many of these have dealt with political conditions in countries like Burundi, Sierra Leone, Belarus. The crisis that we're dealing with today is right on our doorstep, and it presents a real, clear, and present danger to the American people. So what you've done from a legal standpoint is solidly grounded in law, and from the standpoint of protecting the American people, it's imperative.
Thank you very much. That's great. Well, you'll be defending it, and you'll defend it well. I have no doubt about that.
How does that make you feel? That makes us all like Bill Barr better than Attorney General Jeff Sessions already, doesn't it? Man, that is amazingly good news. Wow. And he you notice how he compared it to other national emergencies in other countries that really mean hardly nothing compared to what we have, and says it's a clear and present danger. Ooh, I bet that made all the left crazy. Ooh, man. It seems that Lady Justice is turning the tables towards real justice. Speaking of justice, I guess Bernie Sanders got a little bit of justice himself. He gets 7 stitches on his head after a run-in with a glass shower door. But was it really a glass shower door? Can you trust the socialists? Ariana Jones, a Bernie Sanders spokeswoman, said out of precaution he went to a walk-in clinic for examination. The senator has proceeded with all of his scheduled events, joining a group of approximately 20 local clergy for breakfast this morning, and looks forward to joining a roundtable with South Carolinians this afternoon to discuss how we can provide high-quality, affordable health care for all, she added. And Sanders' campaign said the 2020 Democrat candidate did not fall, rather he hit his head on the edge of the shower door. 77-year-old Bernie Sanders was seen with a giant bandage on his head as he spoke at a healthcare roundtable on Friday in Charleston, South Carolina. What about RBG? When the hell are we going to hear about her and how we need to replace her? How long is this hoax that Ruth Bader Ginsburg is still alive? Meanwhile, we have the great news. Attorney General Bill Barr has endorsed this declaration of emergency, and it sounds like he's going to also endorse as well to shut down the border. While maybe Trump will do that, I don't know. But man, things are looking awesome. Praise the Lord for all things, whether they be good or bad, because they are His will. Thank you for listening.
Let me be serious with you. I would rather that you donate to my ministry directly. I cannot survive financially to keep this ministry and news service going without your help. And we all know their plans to shut me down again. But many of you would like to receive a gift or product as a token of my appreciation. And I don't blame you. Isn't it about time Uncle Sam started paying you instead of you paying him? It is about time. The federal government pays you your rent check. The government rents out thousands of buildings instead of buying them every year. This is all funded by the current $11.1 billion building fund in our budget. Get your free federal rent check today. Sign up with the Federal Millionaire information here down below. Become a shareholder to receive federal rent checks for life by making a one-time investment as a shareholder. An IRS ruling declares this to be totally legal. This is no joke, no scam, and been for many years. The longer your name is on the distribution list, the larger your federal rent check grows. As inflation rises along with real estate, the government pays you more every year. Starting out as little as $1,800 a month would be your rent check. Wouldn't that be nice to receive every month a rent check like that? The federal government continues to raise your income as inflation rises. This puts an end to retiring with a fixed income that leaves you going broke as you get older. This will put a major dent in those people who hate their home taxes going up every year, wouldn't it? And folks, the price for this valuable information will cost you only $39 a year or $79 for a 2-year membership. Sign up today.